Welcome everyone to White Falcon Plays. My name is Adam. Today we're going to be looking at Rogue Tower. This game is developed and published by Die of Death Games. This game is a tower defense one where you build towers to take out waves of enemies that are trying to destroy your main tower there in the middle. I played about an hour of this game, but I've reset all my skills, so it'll be like you first load up the game. So let's take a look. Just going to do the single defense, as that's kind of the easiest to go with. Okay, so we'll go over the basics here. We've got your tower in the middle. That's got 10 life. If that gets to 0, game over. You've got the wave level here, and of course the higher it is, the harder the waves are. You've got your gold here, where you can spend on buildings. Your mana, which different towers can use mana to do damage. And then of course you can pause the game and other things like that. And to progress through the game, you click on these different areas to expand the map, and then the wave will start. Now this first one, you really need to put down a building straight away, so we'll go through the first little wave here. So here's our little... Oh, only... No, he did get through. Okay, you can see how quick you have to be on the first little wave there. So here's a tower here, and it gives you a whole lot of information. This white circle is how far its range is to hit different creatures. You can demolish it if you think you build it in the wrong spot. You can also upgrade it, and there's 3 different types of damage it can do to health, armor, and shields. You've also got its base damage. You can prioritize what it hits. This will definitely be handy later, as you can make a different tower really good at shields, so you want to prioritize shields. It's got its range and its fire rate. It can also do fire damage, bleed, fire, and poison, and you can slow enemies and critical chance. Okay, so depending on where you put it on the map, the higher it is, the more damage it does. I'm not sure if it increases the range as well. Can we see that in here? 6.5 and 6, yes. So the higher it is, the larger the range and the more damage. So if you can find a high spot that reaches everything, that's great. Alright, we'll go through and do a couple more areas. You can zoom in pretty far, I think, in this game. Yeah, really far if you want. But yeah, definitely quite a high learning curve on this game. And you're always not sure how many to build. It's a good little area for a tower here. So going through the waves, you get to a certain point where you bring up some cards that you can choose from. Here we go. And this will upgrade your towers or let you build new towers. There's a steep learning curve. Like if we bought this one here, blisters now consume a small amount of mana and gain +3 damage. Like if you pick this one, you would automatically lose. We've got no mana gain, and each of these towers wouldn't be able to fire unless we got mana. So you've got to be careful with what you choose, and I guess you learn from your mistakes. But this one seems really good, so we'll grab this one. And we'll expand some more. Might need a couple more towers here. So we can see that this one's shooting all the way over here, which is quite handy. Might not have enough here actually. Okay. We're going to need a few more, I think. We can also upgrade these as well. So let's say we want to hit this with a few shield upgrades, and let's go Most armor. And this one we can do... Well, shields probably won't come for a while, but let's chuck a couple two more there. So every time you purchase one, the price goes up. So yeah, not sure how many is optimal or anything, but that's what you work out as you go along. Yeah, there's no way to actually increase the speed of the waves at all. So especially later on, when I was playing for a bit, take a long time for waves to finish. I think there should be a speed up button or something like that would be handy. Nice. We haven't got one yet, but you'll get a tile that will let you go in 3 different directions, and then it kind of gives you a bit of strategy where you want to go. Like if we were to manage to get a road all the way back here, it'd be amazing, because then all these towers could shoot the minions before they even get around the corner. Could be hitting a section here. Let's go with another armor. One here. So we've got that extra card before, which is down here. So every level. Oh, here we go. Let's go for another tower. Cool to look at another one like that. This is a mortar tower. We've also got 5% slow, which could be good. And then all ballistas would get +1 damage, which isn't too bad. I've forgotten what I was going to say now. Oh yeah. So this is level 2. So because of our card we got before, now has 2% chance to crit. So if we were to level this up to 10, it would get a 10% chance to crit. So with that card, you could go a smaller number of these ballistas and still do a massive amount of damage. Alright, we have got enough money for this mortar, so let's give this a go. I think we took up all those good spots there. Let's go here. So the range on this is a lot more than the other ones, and yeah, we'll see what happens here. They've also got the grey bar, which I think reduces the damage they take for a certain amount of time. Then you've got, of course, the armor, which is the yellow, and then the health bar, which is the green. So you can see this cool mortar. Takes a while to come down, and if your towers kill the guy at the start or something first, it could be a bit of a problem. But yeah, we could set this guy to target the highest health, and then hopefully he'll get a hit in before his towers take him out. Come on, mortar, help us out. Ooh, we could be in trouble here. The other one gone. Okay. Okay. The other thing to look at is so this house here. Every level. So we've got 8 levels at the moment. Whenever a new wave starts, it gives you 8 gold, or 8 gold because of the level. Every one of these ballistas near it. So if we put a ballista here, when we go to the next wave, which will probably be wave 9, then we'll get 9 gold. So we can stack ballistas around these houses to gain more money that way. But then you'll be doing less damage because you're not on a hill, so you've got to weigh that up. The other little things around here is mana crystal. When you get a card that lets you place a building around these, you can start gaining mana, and then you can take some of those cards which allow this to do more damage but use some mana. And there's other buildings like Tesla towers that use up mana, so you got to make sure you got mana before you build those. The Iron Vein lets you build a mine that repairs your tower, and I think it does one more thing, but I'm not sure. Maybe it gives it more health instead of the 10. It gives it a bit more health, so that could be handy as well. So yeah, the cool thing about this is it's not in range yet, but we could put some cool towers up here. We could have put another one of these up here that'll reach all the way around here. See, this can start over here and go all the way through. Let's do another armor guy here. That's all we can do. towers level up. They automatically level up the more they hit, so if they hit someone with armor, they get a little bit of armor level up. If they hit someone with health, that starts going up, and they automatically level, and it gets cheaper and cheaper to upgrade them the closer it is to the level. And without any of the upgrades or anything, it's pretty hard to get too far in the waves. We're doing really well though. So here we go. We've got the siphon mana from crystals, so we can give this one a look at. So yeah, we do have enough mana. So if we build this, it doesn't matter about the +3 here. So it just matters about being adjacent to it. So you can see now that we've got 1 mana per second. So if we go from there, see that that's now going to go up all the way up to 100. And yeah, some towers or some skills and stuff that use that mana to do extra damage. But that's the majority of the gameplay there. And eventually we're going to get overrun, and they'll come through and take out all our lives there. But instead of going through it all at the moment, if you're just trying to see if you like the game or not, you can see what the gameplay loop is, and I'll show you the upgrades and then I'll talk about my views on the game. So let's go for that now. So if we exit here. The cool thing is it gives you experience for getting a new record and actually defeating the level that you did. So that's quite nice. It shows you the damage that each tower did. So this is all the towers that you can get, which would be amazing. Okay, so let's head back to the main menu here. So as we can see, it does have a very big passive and card tree. So we've got our experience points up here, 180, and a lot of these passives you have to unlock a certain amount of these cards, which are here, to be able to get these passives. And these are like a big deal. Like we saw that we needed mana for some of the buildings and stuff, and getting these sorcery ones here automatically lets you get mana at the beginning of the game. Increases how much gold you start with, how much money the troops drop, and additional cards when you upgrade, like draw frequency, how many turns before you get a card. Massive upgrade there. So you've also got the different type of towers. You've got Frost Keep, you've got Flamethrowers, Poison Spires, Lookouts, Encampments, and Shredders. Each of these will do damage in different ways, and then they've all got all these unlocks you can do with them. You cannot take back what you do, so like if we say we get a couple of these things here, and grab a couple of these, we can't actually undo what we've done here. So once you've spent them, that's what you've got, and then you've got all these extra cards in the pool. So that's something you have to think about before you go spending them all. And it's a bit of a trial and error as you go. So but that's all part of the roguelike. So that's the kind of the skill tree there, and then they'll turn up in the game. There's also a little bit of a monster manual with all the different creatures that you've killed. You can see there's a couple here. And there's also a bit of information, so you can see that was health, armor. They've also got some shields now, sometimes how much, if they're slowed or not from your towers, fortification, and their haste. So there's dots. So yeah, that's pretty much the game Rogue Tower. So in review, I think it's a decent game. It's a little bit hard to grasp the mechanics to begin with. I hope they kind of give you a little interactive tutorial to help new players, but I guess that's all kind of part of the game. Yeah, that might be fine. Once you've worked out the mechanics, it's quite a lot of fun trying to work out where to place towers optimally, and which upgrades to go for first. I did find the game a little bit unforgiving with unlocks. As I was saying before, it forces you to die a number of times until you get those unlocks and passives to progress in the game. And it can take quite a long time to go through a game just to get those unlocks to be able to finish the game. You also can't undo any passives or card unlocks during the game, as I said before. So it feels like if you made a mistake and you've like gone into the Frost Tree and you're like, ooh, I really wanted to go into Fire Tree instead, you can't really undo that. You have to play a whole lot more to be able to get those unlocked. Which again is, I guess, a roguelike, so that's fine, but it would be nice if there was a kind of a respec option or something. I think there should definitely be the speed up timer for the waves, because they can take quite a long time to get through a wave, especially in their later games. And yeah, definitely be great to be able to just speed that up to get to the next wave. Overall, I had a lot of fun playing it, and I like how every run is a bit different, with different terrain layouts and cards that you happen to get in that run. Make it a kind of a new experience each time. So yeah, if you like the gameplay that you just saw, definitely something you should probably check out. Just make sure you got a bit of spare time to wait for each of those waves to finish. Alright, well, thanks for watching. Hope this video has been helpful to see if you like the game or not, and until next time, White Falcon out.